Yeah, so today I'm going to be teaching you how to make the welt pocket back piece of the pants or the trouser we are making. So the first thing to do is to establish your center line with the pressing iron. Try to get the mid of your back piece. So you iron properly so that the line is established. I'm going to take the dart measurement, which for a trouser pant is 3.5. So I mark this point 3.5. I mark this point. I take my rule also, my tape measure, sorry, I mark 0.5, that's half inch. I could just sew this. If you're already used to the principle of darting, you could just go straight and sew. But if you are a beginner, you can use your rule to draw a line. You draw a line that is 0.5 by 3.5. You draw a line. Yes, you draw a line so that you trace out the line to give you your dart. As you can see, yes. The next step is for us to take this piece to our sewing machine to sew the dart. After we sew the dart, we'll come back here to press. Then we'll be able to mark out the pocket span we want to make. From 0.5, we stop at this point. You can see you fast stitch at that point. So we'll be using our pressing iron to iron out our dart line so that it rests properly. We're going to be doing the back pocket, welt pocket, that's going to span 5 inches wide and 5 inches deep. So to enable us do this, I'm going to cut ST 3 inches by 7 inches. So I place around the dart line. That is the position I want to do the dart line. I want to put the ST so it helps me stabilize this line and make it very firm. This is one of the secrets, that when you do your welt pocket, there will be no squeeze around this area. It's going to be firm, flat, and very, very neat. This is our ST that will help stabilize our pocket line, 8 inch by 3 inch. So span that I want to do is 5 inch. That means 2.5 to the left, 2.5 to the right. That means this is my pocket span for my back pocket. That means from this point to this point. So the ST should be more than that. So I'm going to place this here now and iron properly. Return to the good side now and still iron properly. So I will still take my pencil. You can use a chalk, you can use a marker. This is 3.5, so I'll mark. This is my pocket line. Take my ruler so that my line is straight. I don't want it tilted, so this is where my pocket is going to span. So I'll use my tape measure 2.5 to this point, 2.5 to this point. So let me outline the pocket line so that it becomes very obvious for you to see. So this is my pocket line. So here we have two pieces that we are going to be using as the facing for the welt pocket. It's about 3 inches by 7. 3 inches by 7. So I'm going to get my gum stay of about 1.5 inch, 1.5 inch by 7 inches. We have our gum stay, which is 1.5 inch by 7 inch. This 1.5 inch also by 7 inch. So on the wrong side of the fabric, we'll place it this way. Then we are going to press. The welt pocket to open by 0.75 inches. That's quarter less than 1 inch, quarter more than half inch, for better understanding. So because of that, we are going to fold this facing to give us 0.75. We fold this also to give us 0.75. That's this 0.75. You can see it's quarter less than 1 inch. So we'll press this line out. This is actually the line that is going to give us our welt pocket. You might be wondering, you can see that the fold is lying down flat with this wooden iron. When you do this, it's going to lift up, but when you do this and you introduce this wooden iron, it retains the heat and makes it lie flat. So here we have our pocketing, which is actually 7 to 7.5 by 10 by 10. Yes, so you notch to get your mid part, because this will be a reference point. When you can also fold this way too, to have your center line so that it falls at your dart line too. Whatever you do in tailoring to achieve balance and precision, please do. So this is our pocketing. Now you turn the wrong side of your back piece, then you open up your pocketing this way and you place to align with the upper part of that's the waistline. You have something like this is your line, your center line falling on the center line of the dart, and this aligning, you can lift it above with like half inch so that you don't have any issue when you want to trim. So this is our pocketing placed this way. It doesn't matter your level of skill, I will advise you pin. You always pin to avoid the use of the seam ripper. So note this is the wrong side. These are just best practice that you always take note to pin. So we have this, so we can turn over to the right side. Yes. So this interfacing will be this upwards and also this way. So at this point, we'll go to our sewing machine while we sew this out. We want to sew a facing that will turn in the welt pocket. Whatever your fold is, you divide by 2. Let's say from this span to this span is 0.5. So this is your sewing line. You are dividing this by 2. Yes, you are dividing it. So your sewing line should divide this point to this point by 2. Stay at the midpoint. Please don't go beyond the line you marked. That means I should stop here. Yes, I should stop here. So your machine control is very, very vital at this point, so that this is the common mistakes I see students make. Make sure that you are starting from the point you marked. You are not going beyond it, and also you are stopping at the point you marked. Don't go beyond it. You stop there. Yes. So you turn this other way, and you also sew the upper piece this way. So please make sure you are not exceeding the line marked. You can see my pencil line. I'm doing this because of emphasis. You can see that this is my line. This is my line. I shouldn't go beyond that line. So starting there, also ending here. So make sure that you go the middle of your fold down. You can see my stop line. I have to stop at that same point and fast stitch. So the next step is for us to notch and cut the pocket through. Make sure you trim all this excess thread because it can affect the fold of your pocket. I flip this over. Yes, I flip this over, cut to a point. I open up and make sure that this with the gum stay is lifted upward this way. Then I'm going to notch at angle 45 to that point. Please don't cut beyond the point. If not, your effort will be in vain. You stop at the exact point. Yeah, this is the point. I do the same for this also. I stop at the point. So all the four corners we are going to cut notch at 45 to stop at the point. Yeah, you can see. The same also for this point. Please you stop at the point. Yes. Next step is to go to the pressing table, ironing table, and press this out. We'll take off our pins. We are going to turn this facing in. Just watch me. All you're doing, you already have a line this way. You just turn it inside. You turn this upper part too inwards this way. You can see even without pressing. See what we have. So this is our welt pocket. All we need to do now is just to iron properly. So everything lies flat. Come this way. Also iron properly. So everything lies flat. So if we want to introduce a button at following aligning with our dart line, we just come rule a line of about 0.75, then we'll go do the buttonhole. This is the time to do the buttonhole if you want to do one. Our buttonhole done. We're almost through. We flip the other way around. Note, if you just fold this like this and turn, that means you are seeing the pocketing. So to avoid this, you are going to place a cover with the right side of the trim fabric coming this way. Then this flips this way. Now we are going to go and sew this with the upper cover of the pocketing together this way. So if you are afraid of it shifting, you could just dip in with the upper cover of your pocketing. We'll go to the sewing machine now and sew this down. So you can see once I turn this way and open, you see you don't see the pocketing again. To sew this cover, our pocket is almost ready. This is our pocket this way. You can see opening, and this is the cover. So we want to sew this side seam and sew this other side so that we have the pocket closed. You don't want to drop something in your pocket and it falls off. So there are two ways of doing this. You could just sew this way, just sew externally this way, or just sew. Then you use your overlocking machine and you treat the seam, you overlock the seam, or you make the stitches internally and you don't have to overlock. So I will just do this in case you don't have an overlocking machine. So I'll do the second option of, watch me, I flip this way just like this to this other end. 0.5. So in allowance, move the pocket line, chamfer a little, or change my angle to like to about 60 degrees or 2 inches from this line, that means above the pocket line. I'll just stitch this way. So I come to this other side too, making sure my pocket is lifted up and I sew also. So now we are done with our welt pocket. Just pull this out. I'm just trying to use my scissors to bring out the corners of pocket. It's done. So we just iron this flat. You flip the other way. You can see the welt pocket. It's there. So watch it. Please, we'll do this. You can do it before now, or you can do it at this point, whichever works for you. In my next video for welt pocket, that's the one that is going to be just one cover, one direction. I would show you the other way of getting that done. So this, you can do this. You can even fast stitch. You can use your embroidery machine to sew over it, or you do this, whichever works for you is fine. So